Of the Democratic Republic of Congo has blamed the M23 rebel group for the deaths of more than 200 people in the recent mine collapse. In a strongly worded statement, the Congolese government said it had prohibited operations at the Rubia mine, with illegal mining continuing in the area of Rubaya. M23 rebels seized the town in 2024 and have since then continued to illegally mine coltan, a mineral used to make mobile phones and computers. For more on this, we joined on the line by independent journalist in Goma in the DRC, Djaffar al Katanty. Jaffa, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Can you please bring us up to speed on this mine collapse? Let's just first start with when it occurred and what the death toll is so far.
Thank you. First of all, you must know that Rubaya is not only a mining site. Rubaya is, first of all, a village. So people used to stay in Rubaya, and when mineral was found, people were there. And some mining sites are really close to houses, are not even close, but mining sites are in occupied inhabitant zone. So what happened last week was a landslide, and we still don't have much information as that zone is out of the mobile phone operation since like 2 weeks ago. And we still don't have information except what the governor and his team delivered to journalists, because the governor of North Kivu under the M23 visited Rubaya after that landslide.
So, is there any information on how that landslide occurred or what was behind it? I'd just like to get a little bit more detail to get a picture of what happened, how many people were affected.
At the moment, we still don't know why and how everything started, but the record said, according to the spokesperson of the North Kivu governor, Mr. Kambere Lumumba, said around 200 people were died. And what I know from that mining site is a mountain in which more than 1,000 diggers used to dig every day in different holes, which some has 100 meters or even more than 500 meters. And for this, I think in this period, because we are in the rain period, with many rains and this all on the mountain, I think this was the reason of that landslide.
And when that landslide occurred, were there people who were still underground mining, or did it just affect surrounding areas?
Both. Miners were digging in the underground, and they were close in the mountains. And fortunately, some people living just nearby the mining site were also victims. And some families were talking about their kids, really young kids, who were missing till now. So we can presume that they are also among those 200 persons who are still missing or died.
And what can you tell us about the working conditions or the illegal operations, as the government puts it, at Rubaya mines? How long has it been going on? Has it been since the occupation of the rebel groups?
I can't confirm that it's an illegal mining in Rubaya, but to be honest, that mine is operational since decades. And 2 years ago, the government of DRC decided to close it, not because of the security of the mine, not because of the conditions, but because of a problem between a company and some locals, artisanal diggers. But it was when the government was controlling that zone. But when the AFC M23 took the control of the zone, the government is not anymore controlling the zone, diggers went back, started digging. So the conditions of working in that mine are similar to conditions of all other mines, and Rubaya doesn't have only that mine because all the city of Rubaya is rich in coltan. So the conditions are really, really weak because they don't have any security when working. They don't have helmets. They don't have glands. They don't have anything, not even electricity. So they are facing all terrible life underground. That's the condition not only in the mine who collapsed last week, but in all mines in the eastern DRC.
And that's what I want you to understand, the broader political and security conditions in the area. As you say, since the government lost control to M23 of that area, it is M23 that has continued to mine the operation. Government obviously says what is happening there is illegal mining. That is what the government says. You say because the M23 is in control, they have continued mining as they are in control. But I also want to understand who then has been allowed to mine the area, and where do the proceeds of the coltan go? Does it fall under M23 coffers, or do we understand if there are any other non-state actors who are benefiting from the mining there?
On my side, I can't know because officially there is not any company operating on coltan mine in Goma here, which because Goma is the hub of the eastern DRC. Everything passes via Goma, and here in Goma, since more than 2 years, there is no any mining company opening its doors. But what I know is that people are still digging in Rubaya. Where pass, where go, who pay, I don't know, and no one can give you any answer here in the city of Goma. That's a fact. And saying that it's illegal mining, that is political because it's not AFC M23 who is digging, but locals, the digger who were digging during the government period are the same continuing digging now. And these diggers know where they sell their minerals to leave them out of the mining site.
Okay. So what about the rescue and retrieval operations? Do we know where that is? Have there been a recovery of bodies? Have there been burials that have been conducted?
We're still waiting for any information from authorities. As I told you before, we are not in permanent communication with people in Rubaya as the zone of Rubaya is out of phone service since a week or more than a week. But the day the governor of North Kivu went there, he met some casualties in the hospital, victims of that landslide, and promised that they will be treated in the field of the government. So the provincial government decided to take care of everybody who was who survived from that landslide. Sorry, but for now we still don't know if they discovered other bodies or if burials have been processing because we are not in touch with Rubaya. To go there needs many things such as a specific authorization from AFC M23, and also during this rain season the road is horrible.
All right, thank you so much, Djaffar al Katanty is an independent journalist speaking to us from Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo. That's the eastern part of the country. It brings the time to 16 and a half past 9.